Hey, what is up, guys? So I got another crazy chicken FTK to share with you guys, or OTK. But anyways, now that I've seen how much shenanigans and how much cheese, meaning that is a cheesy, like it's kind of a sack win, but it's technically pretty consistent with the pseudo space chicken race magical mallet. So in this deck, you basically want Summoner Monk or a Royal Magical Library, and pretty much you're going to win the game off of that. But anyways, it still involves the chicken race pseudo space combo, which just lets you thin your deck as quickly as possible. And in addition to that, you're able to add counters onto your cards. Now this one is going to abuse pendulums a little bit here, because it does let you add free cards, and adding free cards lets you add more consistency to the deck. But anyways, like I said, you need Royal Magical Library. If you summon a monk for it, you normal summon it, whether you Magical Mallet, you hand destruction just to get the card, and then you're pretty much good to go. Anyone that has played the Magical Explosion, if you guys haven't checked that deck out, I'll put a link down below in the description box so you guys can watch that replay. But basically, you want this card turn 1, and then you just deck them as hard as possible. You start getting counters, you start drawing cards. And this one is going to abuse the Magical Abductor. So this card has a pendulum effect. That each time you activate a spell card, you get to place 1 spell counter on this card, and then once per turn you can remove 3 spell counters from this card to add 1 pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. No restrictions. I was like, dang, that is absolutely crazy right there. That lets you add any pendulum monster. It's any. That's crazy. I'll play this in Cleese. I don't know, maybe. Anyways, the monster effect is a little bit different though. You can remove 3 spell counters from it, and it's again the same. You just every time you activate a spell card, you get to actually put a spell counter on it. You move from play, or you remove 3 spell counters from this card to add 1 level 1 spellcaster type monster from your deck to your hand. Anyways, he keeps on drawing like crazy. The point is to add a bunch of spell counters, and then he's going to eventually draw into Plague Spreader, and he's going to make this card called Tempest Magician, which is the key card over here. And this card is a synchro. It used to see a little bit of play in Shaddolls because people would cheese the opponent by being able to just get a bunch of little extra damage in during main phase 2. Like maybe you had a Falco and something else. You're able to make this. You can go ahead and activate some spell cards, and then you can burn your opponent for a game. It's kind of like a Gaga Cowboy for a game. That's how it was originally kind of used. But there were some FTKs involved, and now Chicken Race, yeah, it's very, very viable. So anyways, we've got 21 counters on the Abductor here. We got another 12 on this one. Royal Magical Library does also have 3, and heck, he can draw another card if he wanted to. And then we also have another 21 spell counters on this. So that's 42, 30, 35, wait, hold on, this one doesn't count. I don't know. Anyways, he's going to activate this card's effect. I'm bad at counting. Anyways, Tempest Magician has the effect that when this card is synchro summoned, place 1 spell counter on it. Once per turn, you can discard any number of cards to place 1 spell counter on monsters you control for each card you discarded. You can remove all spell counters from the field to inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each removed spell counter. So at this point, he's got enough counters to just basically go off. And he's still adding more counters. He's going to add a spell counter to each thing that he can go for. And he dealt 30,500. You can FTK in a tag duel. If that's not a problem, then I don't know what is, because I think Pseudo Space Chicken Race, it just opens the door for crazy, crazy stuff. But I'm just here to share the amazing amount of damage with you guys, because I've seen some of the Aura Mages get up there in like the 20,000 life points. It doesn't matter. You can still finish them off, and that is so cool. But yeah, it's basically using pendulums to be able to do it. So that's pretty cool. With the ability to just burn your opponent for game, and through that, unless they have Valor. Valor would be pretty nasty to run into. But other than that, though, maybe you can max C draw a few cards. But for the most part, it's pretty consistent to pull off. As long as your opponent doesn't really have Valor, you can FTK them pretty easy, I would say. Even max C is not going to stop anything, unless, of course, you also have Effect Valor. Or maybe Yuki Usagi can definitely be a card you can use as well. But anyways, thank you, Mr. Toho Flander. Toho, pretty sweet game. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes signing out.